Hello Aquarius and welcome. I'm Adriana. I'm a soul guidance coach. I help you choose growth and the healing of your inner roots. I have a message for you today about your path. This is an inside-outside message that looks at your world inside as well as outside. So let's get started. Left to right, altruism, 6 of roots, mother of feathers, equilibrium, 2 of roots, and swiftness. Oh, I'm drawing 2 cards for you. So yeah, I think we have to go with both because I picked up both. And they're kind of same. Swiftness, 8 of feathers, and father of feathers. So moving on, definitely quickly moving on here. Okay, now guys, since I've drawn 5 cards, where do I go? Okay, we're going to start inside. We have, it was this way, mother of feathers and equilibrium. But you know, there's a playful energy here. It's kind of like you've got this creative, very loose, kind of happy energy with this mother of feathers and the equilibrium. Kind of like you found your feet again, you're kind of strutting, you know? Like... Like you're happy to be in the world, you're happy to be engaging in it, and you're playing. I always see flirtation as a kind of play, and that's kind of what you're doing. You're wanting to play and kind of flirt with the world about things that you might want or things you might not want. You're feeling, I feel that there's a bigger sense of peace, there's a better sense of grounding, and there's a better sense of like just kind of even keel. And so from that point, you're looking out saying, okay, what can I play with now? Who can I play with now? What can I do? So there's a little bit of a mischievous energy here. Like you might, the kind of energy that might want to start, like provoke someone a little bit friendly, but then, you know, there's kind of a teasing energy that I'm feeling with this mother of feathers. Okay, well, let's look at our serious cards on the outside. That really seems interesting. I think the profundity is coming with the outside cards. So we have the mate of the mother, the father of feathers, but he's over here trying to get away from a situation, but possibly flying in. Okay, I'm starting to see. All right, something takes you by surprise in the outside world where you feel like you have to give up more of yourself than usual. We have this, she's kind of an egoic card. You know, she's definitely a card that says, well, what about me? Look at me. Not in a bad way, you know, in a playful way. But this 6 of roots is asking you, or a situation arises where you actually have to be more selfless, where you have to actually let go of your concerns for yourself, and you almost feel like you have to give up your personality to navigate this situation, because what's being asked of you is kind of like, do I even really want to do that? You may find yourself doing an icky job or just something you don't want to do. But whatever it is, it takes you off guard because you're feeling so connected and in your flow again, you know, in yourself, that you're not expecting to engage in a situation where you all of a sudden have to lose all of that. All right? It's as if you've been trying to find yourself, you've been trying to find your balance, you've been doing the self-care, and then you've got like, okay, I'm back. I've got myself back. Oh, but then all of a sudden, okay, I'm being pulled off to do this now, and I have to forget about my self-care, and I have to forget about myself. And it happens so fast. These 2 cards are really putting the speed on, if that's a phrase. They're really making it happen quite quickly in a way that you can't escape, but that you're also just kind of caught off guard. So let's talk about this 6, the 6 of Pentacles. The 6th card is a balancing card. And really, on the inside, you're hoping to find a greater balance. The Two of Roots as well, equilibrium. That this is a lesson in teaching you how to balance yourself and the other. Um, you're on two very opposite sides of what it means to be selfish and selfless. And the idea here is that you're learning how to do both. So when you come through a time when you've completely given up yourself and you've lost yourself and you come back into yourself, there's a celebration of yourself. Like, okay, I found my game again. I found me. All right. But then the trouble with that is sometimes you can stay in that too long where it's all about you. And then the universe comes and says, it's not all about you. You're going to have to think about other people. In fact, you're going to have to think about sacrificing some of your own comfort and your own position to help someone else. Because in the end, we're all connected. So what you do for someone and to someone, you're actually doing to yourself. And that's kind of a complicated subject, but we're really trying to blend these two energies. How can you care for yourself and know who you are and yet still give of yourself freely to situations without any strings attached? How can you truly give just for the sake of giving because you know it's the right thing to do? When we run into problems is where we give with a string attached. So you can seem like you're Mother Teresa and you're selfless, but if you're giving with, I want to give to be liked, or I want to give to be accepted, I'm going to do all of these virtuous, saintly things, but in the end, I'm really wanting acceptance. That's not higher level giving. That's giving with a string attached. So your challenge this week, Aquarius, is to navigate that kind of giving. When are you giving for the pure joy of giving? When are you giving in order to get something back? When are you thinking only of yourself and not of others? When are you thinking only of others and not of yourself? You see, there's a back and forth, a play. And what we're trying to do is get everything into balance. So there's give and take. There's flow. Okay? All right, Aquarius, that was a fun one, a playful one, interesting one. Thanks so much for joining me. If you are curious about what else I do and what I can do for you, please check out the description below. There's more information on how to get in touch. I will look forward to seeing you next time right here. Have a good one, Aquarius.